the first year after we got married, and I was reading through the Quran, reading through the surahs, and trying to understand, you know, God. I was trying to understand Allah. I was trying to understand the Quran better. I was trying to go back to being a very obedient, you know, Muslim person, and trying to understand the God that created the universe and his intentions for this world. And I couldn't find it. All I could find is punishment, judgment. Allah's mad at me if I don't do this. If I don't do that, I'm going to be tormented in my tomb. Like, it was just overwhelming. So again, I'm just like, I'm so overwhelmed. I want answers. I want to feel something. I want answers. I want to know God. And I desperately wanted to know God. I wanted to have answers and wanted to know, and I was seeking the truth, and I was seeking God. And I think that was one of the things that I will keep harping on throughout all of the content I'll eventually post, is seek, 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 and cry out to God, because God will answer you. And there's actually a verse that is very, very important that I want to say. In Psalms 34, 4 through 5, it says, I sought the Lord, and he answered me and delivered me from all my fears. Those who look into him are radiant, and their faces shall never be ashamed. And I just love this verse so much, because it speaks so much to that time that I was going through that. And even in that time, coming across a verse like this was so, it transformed my heart, because I was seeking something that I couldn't find in the Quran. And so, long story short, I was in the shower again, just sobbing, and it was just unintentional. Like, I just needed time to myself. I needed to just like go and like just like think. And so I went in the shower. I was pregnant with our second kid at this point, and my husband and my first kid, our daughter, they were out playing in the living room, and I was just in the shower, just crying out to God and just asking God to reveal himself to me. And that's all I kept saying: reveal yourself to me. I'm trying so hard to understand who you are. I'm trying so hard. Just reveal yourself to me. And in the shower that day, it was like an audible voice. Like, I heard God's voice. I heard the presence of God. It was like inside of me, internally. Like, I heard it in my gut, God telling me, you go read the Bible, you'll find me in the Bible. And I was like, what? This is crazy. I've never read the Bible. I've never even looked at the Bible at the time. I was trying to find all my answers in the Quran. I didn't know what the Bible really was. I was taught all these negative things about it. So I was like, what? This is crazy. So anyways, I was just like, okay, like, if that's what it takes for me to understand you, let me give this a try. Got out of the shower. First thing I did, downloaded the app. First thing I do, read Genesis. Start at Genesis, start reading it. God created the world. God created the heavens. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, all of this stuff I can relate to, because we were taught this in Islam. And then I get to the point where God creates Adam.